and 3 doesn't move around. Boom, 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 boom. That's what stays. Bum, bum, and stay. What's the difference? Bum, 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 bum. If I'm constantly moving, I'm not going to get it. So I go 1, 2, and stay. 1, 2, and stay. Girls, same thing. Okay? So every time I finish a step as a guy, this is what I look like. I'm standing on my right foot, my left foot's behind me. 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, and done. One more time. 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. You know, if you just did last class, every time she stepped, she went backward. She's not doing that now. I go forward, she comes forward. Forward. Both of us at the same exact time. You gotta get used to that. Forward. So it goes. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Show me one more time. Switching sides. Watch me. I'm going to go on this side of her body. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Completely switch sides of the room. I never turned her because my hands never came up. Again. 1, 2, and 3. My goal is to go that way and get her going this way and to turn both of us. Don't spread your hands. Definitely don't lift your hands. One more time. I got to go on this side of her where it doesn't work. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Right. Basic step. We move. We move. Basic step. You do your basic, just do it again. So, you go 1, 2, and 3. You move. You move. Do your basic. You move. You move. Do your basic. Okay? I'm not doing this. My hands. That's not what I'm doing. They do nothing. Do real slow so you can see that. 1, 2, and 3. I'll pull her by me. 1, 2. I do not spread them. Spread them. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not pulling my arms out. Okay? 1, 2, and 3. Pull her by me. Pull her by me. If they come out, they just barely came out. I didn't on purpose do this. It's not swing where we're doing that. See? Okay? I'm just holding her by me is all I'm doing. So, we're going to make a new step out of it. Watch it. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. It's the same exact thing. Hope you saw that. I still went switch, switch. But I turned her on the second one. Watch it. 1, 2, and 3. I start to move. I lift my left hand. I move again. Again. This is without that. I move. I move. And I do my basic. So I'm still going to do that, but I turn her. 1, 2. I move. I turn her. And 1, 2, and 3. Watch it. I'm doing real slow. 1, 2, and 3. This is doing nothing. I would have never turned her. See it? Never even prepped it. So watch. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. My left hand's already in the air. This one stays down. This one's up, telling her to turn. 1, 2, and 3. Now, the next time you will, so as a guy, you understand how you lead. Okay? If my hand doesn't come up, the girl's not turning. 1, 2, and 3. 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 Same step. First round, I did not lift my hand. Second time, I did. 3. 1, 2, and 3. Hands are crossed now because I did that. So now I don't lift my left hand, I lift both. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Just stop. My hands are crossed. Okay? And just stop. Right. Okay, so I'm a guy. I just finished my step. What's the problem? I'm on both feet. That's where I should be as a guy. If my heel is down on the ground, I'm going to miss the rhythm of and 3. This is not and 3. See? And 3. Where's and 3? Girls, same thing. If you finish with your right foot flat on the ground in the back, you miss the rhythm. That's what it should look like. And 3. So as a girl from the beginning, 1, 2, heel up. You're moving. 1, 2, heel up. You're turning. 1, 2, heel up. That's a girl. Guy, 1, 2, heel up. You're moving. 1, 2, heel up. You're turning her. 1, 2, heel up. And every time you do this, see how slow I am, and where my weight goes back there. So you have to really understand that now, especially coming into level 2. You want to start understanding that. We do a basic. We're moving, I lift one hand. We do a basic. We're moving, I lift both hands. Stop. 1, 2, and 3. We're moving. Ready to go to the basic. We're moving, I lift one hand. We do a basic. We're moving, I lift both hands. You really stop. So just this last new one. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Pull it back. Now I have to stop and reverse that. I'll say it again. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm moving. 1, 2, and 3. Both hands coming up. 1, 2. I'm going to stop and stay on this side of her body. See it? So I can bring her back. 1, 2, and 3. I'll see it again. So it goes back to last month doing this. Watch. 1, 2. Both hands up. Bring her back. You see it? So that's the basic form of it. But now that I'm moving, it's still the same thing. Of course, it doesn't look like it, does it? Because I'm in motion, I'm moving. So 1, 2, and 3. We're switching. Stop. Reverse it. So when I stop, guys, I take a little bit of a side step. Watch this. So when I go here, 1, 2, I go back. 1, 2, I go back. 1, 2, kind of side, so that I can come back over. 1, 2, and 3. I kind of rock sideways, guys, so I can come back over. See which is L shape. Starting with one hand. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Notice my foot is to the side, it's a guide. L shape. Okay? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Girls, you should not be facing him. You should not be facing away from him. Straight down the line. Alright, guys are sideways. My foot's right here. See? And 3. One last time. 1, 2, and 3. I pull her to me. I put this hand on her back. 1, 2, and 3. This is the picture right here. L shape. I back it off. Now I have somewhere to move for my basic step. She has somewhere to go, and so do I. See? 1, 2, and 3. If you're in here, then you want to have nowhere to go. You have nowhere to go. Back off a little bit. Ready? I have that one. 1, 2, and 3. Still, it's here. If you do this, see, start coming in this way. It feels different to her. So you have to keep it down, guys. Okay, one more time. Over to me. 1, 2, and 3. See that right there? See, I'm pushing her. 1, 2, and 3. Right. Let's try it. Crossing behind can work. Cross in front. Back. 1, 2, and 3. If I just hit this angle, where do you think my foot's going to go? Backward. I turn to my L shape, and my foot goes forward. See it? Almost like I'm trying to step in between her feet. Watch it again. 1, 2, and 3. If I just get a halfway angle, I'll go backward. I made it work. So it's not a terrible thing, but it's going to affect other things later. So that's what I'm telling you. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 to the front. Again. 1, 2, and 3. Watch my left foot. My left foot is going to the front as I move her. 1, 2, and 3. Without the basic. You need to know both. Okay? 1, 2, and 3. Pull her in. Push her out. Pull her in. Push her out. Ready. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. I'm on the other side of the room now, and I'm still connected to her. This is where stepping in front comes into play. You step to the back as a guy, you'll never go. I'll do it real slow. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. If my goal is to get to the other side of the room, the moment I step back, I'll never get over there. So I step to the front, you see, almost between her feet. We keep moving, and I do my rock step. I'm on the other side of the room. So say that again as a guy. When you pull her in, you do this, and 3. If your foot goes to the back, you can't do this step. My foot goes to the front. See it? I've already covered half the room now. And I come around. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And here's the important hand. Not this one. This one. It stays with her. And I move her, and I move me. Even though I'm holding this hand, this is the hand that made that work. Not this one. Okay? Watch one more time. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. You really, really have your hand on her. Your job is to keep a nice straight line for him. That's awesome. 1, 2, and 3. Come in. You rock back. Over here. You rock back. And he's standing right here. Now look at the difference in girl. You come in. Let's say you got this pretty good. You go over here. And you're staring right at him, belly to belly. This is where you should be as a girl. He doesn't move. This, yes. So this is the shape you end up in. Not like that. Okay? Yeah. Your goal is to end in this spot with one hand. Me standing here, her standing there. Watch it. 1, 2, and 3. 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 I did it twice, and I put it back out. 1, 2, and 3. Moving. And moving. Round 2. 1, 2, and 3. Moving. Lift one hand. Round 3. 1, 2, and 3. Moving. Lift both. Reverse. Basic. Get rid of one hand. Hang on. I know I'm on the other side. I understand. Other way. I'll take it from the two-hand one. 1, 2, and 3. You moving. I lift both hands. I reverse her. So I'm on the other side of the room. We're basic. 1, 2, and 3. So I got rid of that hand. So I can put it on her back. 1, 2, and 3. My L shape right there. Hang on to her. Hang on to her. Push her away. Now girls, I need you moving a little easier. I don't want the guy literally pulling you and pushing you. Watch this as a girl. This should be your view. You should move this easy. There is no one pulling me. There is no one pushing me. And my fingertips are barely touching this. If the guy has to push you and pull you, that's too much. You should feel as a girl, you can move your body from one side of the room to the next. 1, 2, and 3. We move. 1, 2, and 3. Both hands coming up. 1, 2, and 3. I reverse her. 1, 2, and 3. Basic. 1, 2, and 3. My L shape first is going to be at that wall. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm turning always to my left. That's the way I'm turning right there, to my left. I pull her with me, but I don't want to pull. She better be moving for me. 1, 2, and 3. Do it again. 1, 2, and 3. Send her out. 1, 2, and 3. See it? Now that's a good position for her. Her hand is high, right, near my shoulder, and I go down near my elbow. That feels like she's grabbing me and pulling my arm down. Even though she's not really pulling, the tendency is to pull down. Fix her. Now if I let go, you see all this air? Look how high that arm is. If she was down around my elbow, look at that gap she just did. And that's what she's doing to me, pulling me down. Alright? So girls, you have to be aware of that because you're the one on top of his arm. Does that make sense? Because you're on top, you have to be aware of that. There's nothing he can do about it. And he'll do this real low. Real low. You know what I mean? Because it's heavy on his arm. So, 1, 2, and 3. Go high. And stay high. See it? Near the shoulder, not the neck. But somewhere near the shoulder area. Not down here. Plus, I think that's hurting her, I think. Okay? And facing her. See, I'm almost facing her. I take that a little bit away from her. See it? L shape.